Welcome to Mining Indaba 2025, and right now I'm chatting today with Gado of General Kinematics. David, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Now, can you tell us about the company and how does General Kinematics differentiate from other brands in the industry?
Well, General Kinematics is a company specializing in vibrator equipment. It was founded 65 years ago by a young, talented engineer who had a vision to improve customer experience when it comes to vibrator equipment, give them an opportunity to improve their processes, give them an opportunity to increase their return on investment, give them an opportunity to have durable equipment that would improve their processes in general. 65 years later, we're still embracing that karma. We're all about innovation. We have a number of very talented engineers in the company who work on a daily basis to come up with new ideas and new ways to increase productivity and efficiency. When it comes to the mining industry, of course, as you know, it's a staple, a traditional industry where all of our competitors remained ingrained into their traditional technology, which is what we call brute force, which of course creates some downsides in the process. Brute force machines are very delicate when it comes to maintenance. They require maintenance cycles that are much more intensive than 2-mass. Many of our customers have to go through 2 to 4 screen replacements every year, whether it's a new machine or a refurbishment or major maintenance, whilst 2-mass equipment is built to last and will not require. So this was an opportunity for us to enter a niche where we were not present in massive numbers, but it's getting better, and we hope to increase our presence in the industry in South Africa and Africa at large in the next few years.
Okay. Now, talk to me about 2-mass technology. How does this benefit the STM-SCREEN?
Well, as you can see here, 2-mass technology is based on the principle of using one mass, which is excited by a small exciting force created by the vibratory motors, which will then be moving the second mass where the product is spring or moved, fed, and that happens by the use of a system of springs, which will excite the small force that's created by the vibratory motors and transfer it to the main body. What that does, of course, is a sub-resonance system, which doesn't require a lot of power to move, and most of all, it's responsive to the load that's passing through the machine. Brute force systems usually dampen under load, decreasing the efficiency, decreasing the throughput, and of course, giving much worse screening results. What 2-mass does, it's load responsive, so the more load is on the machine, the more the machine will be able to increase efficiency and throughput. So that's been now proven in 65 years, as I told you before, and it's a very well confirmed and accepted technology.
Okay. So what have the customers seen in real life applications? Talk to me about the successes.
There have been a lot of improvements. The people that decide to finally embrace innovation and give General Kinematics a try, and that applies mostly to brownfield application. We were able to replace existing screens based on brute force technology within exactly the same footprint. So there's no more space needed. We can reuse the existing structures. Our machines have much lower dynamic loads compared to brute force. So structures that have gone through maybe 20, 30 years of withstanding vibrations can still take our machines without any modifications. And through the use of 2-mass and this sub-resonance system that amplified the force and increased its spring efficiency, we've seen customers that had results in increasing screen efficiency and throughput up to 30-35% within the same footprint with much less energy consumption.
That's very impressive. Now, David, as you know, Africa has energy constraints, and at the same time, mines need to be reduce the energy consumption. Tell me, how does the STM-SCREEN help to reduce energy consumption?
That's, of course, not just an African problem. Energy issues are very common throughout the world. We see that a lot in Europe as well. Africa, as we know, went through a few challenges also with all the load shedding issues, and it's now one of the main goals is to create more sustainable environments and industrial applications. As we said, thanks to the application of the two-mass system, the force we need to use to create the same type of energy is much, much lower. We can get to a reduction of energy consumption up to 75% compared to brute force, which of course increases the return of investment by using much less energy. Every kilowatt is now very important in every industrial application, and we think we have the right solution for that.
Okay. And finally, David, let's talk about another key topic, which is sustainability. How does General Kinematics support and promote sustainability?
Well, thanks to, again, two mass. I'm sorry, this is a sort of mantra for us. The forces that go through the body of the machine and the structures surrounding it are much, much lower than a brute force per here. That way, of course, we are able to lengthen the lifespan of our machines by at least 5 times longer than brute force cranes. So you can imagine, by not having to replace the machines or do massive refurbishment to the machines, a machine that will last 20 years compared to 2, 3, 4 years, we require much less use of steel, we require much less use of special materials, which of course helps reducing the environmental impact and in general support sustainability. GK machines, we have some of them have been working for 50, 60 years. They're still there. Minimal maintenance, minimal requirement of spare parts. And even when they're decommissioned, these machines can find a new life in other applications. And when they get finally to the end of their useful life, all the materials we use are recyclables up to 90-95% of the total. So, of course, that reduces the impact that we give to nature and environment in general.
Right, so that's good to you. Well, David Gado of General Kinematics, thank you for joining us on Mining Review.
It's a pleasure as usual, and hopefully we'll see you next year again.
Absolutely.